Traditionally, there is the backbone of it is demi-glace. Well, demi-glace is one, labor intensive to make, and two, if you can find it, expensive. So we're going to do the next best thing. I've got some beef stock that we can reduce down. But there's a problem you got to watch out for here. So I'm looking at this little thing of bone broth here. Beef bone broth. This has 740 milligrams of salt in it. This stuff here, unsalted, has 110 milligrams of salt per cup. And that had about 370 per cup. Way too much salt. The reason why I say that is because we've got to reduce this down. We've got to reduce this down because we want it as thick as possible. Now, when it's close, I may supplement that because it does have a little bit of gelatin in it, whereas this is kind of flimsy when it comes to that, but it reduces nicely. Let's get started reducing this. So my beef stock is reduced by about half. That's about where we want it. We'll take that off to the side and we'll get on with the rest of the sauce. I'm going to hit this with just a touch of garlic oil. This is stuff I made in a previous video. Not a heck of a lot because we're going to render off some bacon. This is purely optional. I believe traditionally you're going to use pancetta in this, but this bacon is available. Whereas good pancetta for me is, I can get some decent pancetta, but not a heck of a lot of really good pancetta. So we'll cook these until they're nice and crisp. The bacon is nice and crisp. Let's get it out of the pan. Now we've got a little bit too much fat in there. I'm going to drain a bit of it off. Okay. We'll get this back up to temp real quick. Won't take long, it's already there. Let's add our mushrooms. I'm not going to season these right yet because there's a lot of salt in that bacon. So I'm going to wait till the end to season all this. Okay, the mushrooms are looking pretty good. I've got a nice fond going. Time to add in a few other things. I've got about 2 tablespoons of red onion. Normally I would use shallots, but the shallots at the local market didn't look all that good. I've also got about a tablespoon of thyme. And some sliced garlic. This is about 2 cloves, 2 good-sized cloves. And finally, I told you I was going to put a little mushroom flavor bomb in there. I took about 3 or 4 mushrooms and chopped them up real nice. Okay, this is a good sign. The mushrooms are starting to give off their water. And you can see it's deglazing the pan a little bit if you give it a scrape. It's exactly what you want to see. We'll let that go another minute or two. That looks pretty good. Time to add what the, sauce is named after, Marsala. I'm going to go about 2, maybe 3 ounces. Maybe 4. And we're going to reduce this down. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to scrape up all that stuff off the bottom. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're going to add the stock back in. And we'll let that reduce a little bit more. Okay, so it cooked a bit, just a few minutes to really meld the flavors. It was still a little bit thin, so I put a little bit of an arrowroot slurry in there, and I just added in the bacon. Now to add in the rest of our ingredients. Creme. Oh, I don't know, maybe half a cup or so. I'm going to throw in about a tablespoon of creme fraiche. This is optional. I just like it. Just let that melt in there. Now let's give it a taste. The salt is perfect, which I kind of expected because of all the salt that we put in there through the bacon and such like that. But it does need some black pepper. Quite a few good grinds. So 2 more items. 1, I'm going to turn off the heat now. And I'm going to add some butter. This is about a tablespoon or so. We'll stir that in. And I'm going to finish it off with just a shot of Marsala, just to give it a fresh Marsala flavor to it. There we go. The sauce is ready. So let's finish this dish off. So I got a fresh pan. And I'm going to take a little bit of the sauce. Get that nice and hot. And I'm going to toss in some pasta. And then just toss the pasta in the sauce. It's going to look a little dry, which is okay, because I'm going to throw some more sauce on there. Good. It's time to plate things up. Okay, I got a little chicken there. We'll just flare out this chicken breast. This thing was huge, so I'm just going to use half of it. And now we'll just put a little bit more sauce on there. And a little greenery, some parsley, and I've got some shaved Parmesan. This, all I did was take a vegetable peeler and peeled it off the block. Okay, there we go. My chicken Marsala pasta. Now, of course, you can use gluten-free pasta on this. I'm Chef Terry. Hey, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this dish. I'll see you next week.